In the heart of Florida's hurricane season, as the sun sets on a quiet Floridian neighborhood, dark clouds begin to gather on the horizon, signaling the approach of a fierce hurricane. The Taylor household, nestled in a remote area, stands as a lone fortress against the incoming storm. Inside, a sense of unease settles over the home, a feeling that something far more dangerous than the hurricane is looming. Kelly Taylor, a determined young woman, moves through the house with a purpose. Despite her youthful appearance, her eyes reveal the burden of responsibility she carries. In her care is her younger brother, Tom, a boy with autism who requires constant attention. Tom's world is one of routine and predictability, and the incoming storm threatens to throw that world into chaos. Kelly, aware of the impending disruption, begins to secure the house, boarding up windows and gathering supplies. The Taylor siblings have endured much since the loss of their mother, now left in the care of their stepfather, John. John Taylor, a man driven by greed and selfishness, has done little to support the family. Instead, he has squandered their inheritance and made life increasingly difficult for Kelly and Tom. Yet, on this stormy night, John has orchestrated a plan so sinister that even Kelly could never have imagined it. A sinister plan unfolds. Earlier that day, John had made a trip to a disreputable animal broker. With a cold and calculated demeanor, he purchased a full-grown Bengal tiger, a creature of immense power and primal ferocity. The tiger, transported in a reinforced cage, is to be delivered to the Taylor home under the guise of a mere purchase. However, John's intentions are far more malevolent. His plan is simple but deadly: to release the tiger inside the house during the hurricane, leaving Kelly and Tom at the mercy of a hungry predator. With the storm as a cover, he would stage their deaths as an unfortunate accident, leaving him free to collect a hefty insurance payout. As the first gusts of the hurricane rattle the windows, John arrives home, his demeanor as unremarkable as ever. Kelly, preoccupied with preparations for the storm, hardly notices the trailer parked discreetly behind the house. Inside, the tiger paces restlessly, its instincts keenly aware that something is amiss. John makes no mention of the dangerous cargo to Kelly, instead offering his usual dismissive remarks before leaving the house under the pretense of a last-minute errand. The storm intensifies, and the first drops of rain begin to fall. Kelly checks on Tom, who is sitting quietly in his room, engrossed in his own world. The routine tasks of caring for her brother offer her a brief moment of distraction from the brewing storm outside. Little does she know, the real danger is not the hurricane, but what lies just outside her door. The night of terror begins. With the storm in full swing, John returns home, slipping quietly into the house. His movements are deliberate as he makes his way to the trailer, opening the door with an air of finality.